Okay, so we're going to start our first round of Shut the Box live. I'm going to roll the dice, and whatever number I roll, I will close one of these numbers corresponds to the number that I rolled on the dice. You can roll the single number or a combination to make up that number. So here we go first. We'll give it a shot first. I've got a 4, so I'm going to close the 4 and then roll again, and I have a 9, 8. So I'm going to close the 8. And I have 2. The idea of the game is to close all of the numbers on the board. If you shut the box completely, then you win. I got a 10, so I'm going to close the 9 and the 1, but I could have closed the 7 and the 3 as well. Okay, and then once you get all of the higher numbers closed, I've got an 8, so I would close the 5 and the 3. Once you have all of the higher numbers closed, then you can go down to 1 dice. I've got a 4, so my round would be over, so my score is 13. Anybody that does want to join, just send a request, and I will be happy to oblige. All right, so let's play another round here. I'm trying to get this set up where you can see the actual numbers being rolled. Let's see if that'll work there. So I have a 10, so I'm going to close the 9 and the 1. I have an 8. 11. So I would choose the 6 and the 5. I went outside the box, but we're going to count it. That's a 2. I have an 8, so there's nothing else that I could close. So therefore, that round would be over, and my score would be 14. This is a gambling game that was played on pirate ships around the world, and sailing ships and so forth. It's called Shut the Box, and we do sell this on our website. The link is in the description. Let's play again. I've got an 8, so I'll close the 8 there. And that is 5. So we'll close the 5. I'll prop that up like that. And we've got a 12. So I could close the 7, 3, and 2, or the 9 and 3, or the 6, 4, and 2. I'm going to close the 9 and the 3 because my strategy is generally to close the higher numbers first. And we have 7. And that looks like 5, so I can close the 4 and the 1. Now, I can go down to just 1 dice because all of the higher numbers are closed. I've got a 2, so now I have to roll a 6 in order to close the box. Let's see. And I got a 6. So that is the ultimate goal, is to completely shut the box, close out all of the numbers, and that allows you to win the game. The lowest score wins if you're playing against each other. If anybody does want to join, certainly welcome to. I'm playing this here in St. Augustine, Florida. If you've been to St. Augustine before, let us know. Let us know in the chat. So this is Shut the Box. It's a 700-year-old gambling game that's been played on sailing ships around the world. And I got a 10, so I'll close the 9 and the 1. And I got another 10. So I'll close the 8 and the 2 and a 9. So the 5 and the 4 are my only options there. 7. So now I roll just one dice. And I got a 6. So my score on this round would be a 3. So this round I've got a 6, a 9. This is a game that we manufacture and sell right here in St. Augustine, Florida. Got a 7, but it's a game that's been around for 700 years. I don't remember what I had there, so we're going to start this round over. The game that's sitting behind there is a game that I did invent, and that one's called Pirates Plunder. We'll play that one in a little bit. We've got a 9. And a 6. A 4. 6 again, so I can close the 5 and the 1. 7. A 4. So this round would be over. So you add up the total points left on the board. I have 8 plus 3 is 11. Plus 2 is 13. So this is really, really good for kids to increase and speed up their math skills. It's one of the top selling points of the game. Besides the fact that it's just a lot of fun to play, it is just one of those games that is very addictive. And I can see why the pirates played it so much on their sailing ships. This is another game that we sell. This is Tales, Life Story. This is a really, really fun interview kit. And basically, it's filled with cards, and you use them to interview your family members, especially your parents and grandparents, while they're still around. Get their stories, capture them. They encourage you to record those stories because once they're gone, there is no way to capture them. So it has 150 prompts inside of the box, and you draw a card and then just ask them that question and capture those memories through the use of tales. Is a really, really fun way to kind of just chat with your loved ones and get the stories of their lives and what they want to share with you. Things that you might not know about them. There's a lot of different questions. I'll pull one out here and just start. This is some of the beginning questions. There's 3 different categories. One is early life, one is midlife, and then one is later life and reflections. So this is one of the early life questions. What did you spend the most time with when you were a kid? Who did you spend the most time with when you were a kid? So as you can see, this is one of the early life questions. And then as they begin to answer, you kind of just probe a little bit more and find out some of the deeper parts of that answer. So we'll go with one of the midlife questions here. And this one is a midlife question. How did you decide on your children's names? I know that my grandparents decided to name my dad after one of their best friends. And then this is one of the later life questions. What did you find most difficult about raising children? What did you find most difficult about raising children? Now, I don't have any kids. I work with school kids on a daily basis, but I don't have any of my own. So what do you think your parents would say to answer those questions? Like I said, that's a game called Tales. We also sell that in our shop. You can click the link below to find out more about that game and others. And let's get back to another round of Shut the Box Live. So we're going to roll the dice and see what we come up with. I have a 6 there. So I'll close the 6 and then roll again. Anybody that wants to join live and play, feel free to send a request and I'll be happy to add you in. And we'll play around here live and compete with each other. I've got 11. So I can close the 9 and the 2, the 7 and the 4, or the 8 and the 3. I'm going to go with the 9 and the 2. I like to get those higher numbers out of there. Because after you close the 7, 8, and 9, then you can choose to go down to just one dice if you wish. I've got a 9. So that was a bad decision. I don't have anything else to choose. So now I would add up my score. I've got 8 plus 7 is 15, 19, 22 points. So you can see where this would quickly increase your children's math skills and addition skills. So it is one of the top selling points of the game is that you can use it for that very feature. Okay, so let's play again here. I've got a 9. And another 9, so I'm going to go with the 8 and the 1. And I've got an 11, so we'll go with the 7 and the 4. But I'm going to use that strategy of going down to just one dice now, and let's just see how that plays out. I got a 1, so that was not a good strategy. So I would add up my score. I've got 11, 14, 16 points. That's not a very good score for the box. All right, let's play another round here. We've got 9. And then 5. And 8. So if you order this on our website, this is the exact edition that you get. And I'm going to pop up the instructions here in a minute. I've got a 10, so I'm going to go with the 7 and the 3. And let's try that strategy again, going down to just one dice and see what we wind up. A 1, 6. I've got to get either a 4, 2, or a 6. I've got a 3, so my game would be over, but 6 is a good score. So I'm going to show you another game, and this is a game that I actually invented. It's invented and manufactured right here in St. Augustine. And this one is called Pirates Plunder. So the object of this game is to stash all of your coins, all of your plunder, either in the chest or in your opponent's hands. So let me get this set up and we'll play a round of Pirates Plunder. So each player starts out with an equal number of coins. We're going to start out with 10 each. If anybody wants to join and play this game, it is a really, really fun game. And I'm not saying that just because I invented it. People that play this game absolutely love it. And we're going to set that way back over there so that you can see it. And when I roll the dice, be able to see that as well. So I'm going to start out with 10 coins in each pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So each player has 10 coins. Okay. And then what you'll do is roll the dice, and whatever number you roll, you're going to take that coin and put it inside of that slot. Now, if you roll a 6, then it goes down inside of the game. Okay. This is a 5. And you roll until you decide you want to pass. And I got a 1 again. So what that means is that I have to take both of those coins and put them back in my pile, and then it would be the other player's turn. So we're going to play out of this stack now. That's over here, and I've got a 5. So we're going to put that coin in the 5 slot, and a 1. There we go with the same numbers. Okay, both players are playing pretty consistently. So I've got a 3. Now I'm going to pass to the other player now. So we're going to play out of this stack that's over here. A player got a 5. So now this player 2 has to take all of the coins and put them into their stack, and then it goes back over here to player 1's stack. So now we have rolled a 2 and a 4. And one more time. And oh, we got another 4. So this player wins back all of these coins again. Now we will play again. I've got a 6. So now you get to see this coin actually goes down into the slot and it is off the board for good. So that plunder has been stashed. Look at that, another 6. We're getting good here. And a 4. And a 5. And another 5. So now this player gets those coins back. So now we go back over here to player 1. That is a 1. And another 1. So now it's the other player's turn. Another 1. That's 3 in a row. 2. Some soot on my table here from my candles from our ghost tour last night. Had a ghost tour of 10 people. They were all from England. So it was a very fun group. We had a lot of fun on that tour. We do the Night Watchman Ghost Tour here in St. Augustine. If you've ever been to St. Augustine, leave us a comment down below. All right, so now I've got 3 coins up there, so I'm going to pass to the other player. So we're going to play out of this stack over here now. And I've got a 3. Now I'm going to pass back to the other player. And they got a 4, so now all of these coins go into their stack, and then it goes back to player 1's turn. So we've got a 1 and a 4 and a 5. So now I'm going to pass to player 2. And player 2 rolls a 4, so now they've got to take all of these coins and put them in their stack. So we've got 3 coins left. Let's see if I can clear the board here. I've got a 4 and then a 3. And let's give it one more turn here. And a 1. So player 1 wins this game. Now, you can use this as a gambling game by everybody putting in a quarter to start the game, or a dollar, whatever you want to put in there, or you can just play it for fun. It is a lot of fun either way. I'm going to just slip and wash my hands for a second because I got all that soot all over my fingers here. I don't want to dirty up the game, so give me just a minute. We'll get cleaned up and start another round. Candle put out a lot of soot last night. All right, let's get back to a round of shut the box here. So we'll set all those coins aside and bring back up the shut the box. Got 2 dice ready to go. And another round of shut the box. So like I said, this is a 700-year-old gambling game. It was played on sailing ships around the world. We're going to roll, and I've got a 7. So I'm going to close the 7 here. But I could choose the 6 and the 1, the 4 and the 2, or the 5 and 3. Any combination to make that number. And I've got a 3. And a 6. And we've got another 6, so I'm going to go with the 5 and the 1. And I've got a 5, so my game's over. I've got 17, 21, 23 points. Let's start another round here. If you want to come up and play, just click to join. I'll bring you up. We've got a 7. We can play against each other. I'll roll for you, and you tell me which numbers to close. I've got a 3 and another 3, so we'll have to close the 2 and the 1. And I got a 2. So, wow, that round ended quickly. I've got 17, 23, 28, 32 points. That is not a good round of shut the box. Good score is 5 or less, but ideally you want to close all of the numbers on the board. So let's play again. I've got a 4, another 4, so the 3 and the 1, and a 9. Okay. Try to prop that up there a little bit better. And we've got another 9, so the 7 and 2 is my only option. And we've got a 4, so that round is over. So I've got 14, 19 points, but it beat the last round. And that is Shut the Box. Like I said, that is available in the link in our description below. You should choose to purchase one. Let's switch back over and play Pirates Plunder for a bit, because I really like that game. And like I say, not just because I invented it, but because it is a really fun game to play. So empty out the coins from in there. Got a little prize inside of there for whoever wins. It's one of our tokens from our museum here in St. Augustine. It's called Treasure Chest. It's a hands-on interactive history museum where we play these colonial games and we teach about family life here in St. Augustine. So that's the prize for the game. Each player will start out with an equal number of coins. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 coins for this player, and then 10 coins over here for this player. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. Okay, and we'll get started here with our first round, with our next round of Pirates Plunder. And this is a game that I invented. It's actually manufactured right here in St. Augustine, Florida. So I've got a 2 for player 1 here, and a 6. So we'll go with the 6, and that drops the coin down inside of there, and a 4. And you see how the coins just stand up there in the slots? And we got a 1. So now I'm going to pass to player 2. My strategy generally is if I've got 3 coins up there, then I'm going to pass because the chances of rolling a number that's already been rolled are much higher. So let's see. Got a 2. So now this player has to take these coins and put them into their stash. Now it's player 1's turn again. I've got a 5 and a 6 and a 2. We're getting down there. And a 3. So I'm going to pass, and it's going to be player 2's turn. And they've got a 5. Oh, so now they'll have to take these coins, put them into their stash. And then I've got 2 coins left here for player 1. So we've got a 4 and a 1. So player 1 wins again. And that's how you play Pirates Plunder. That is available in the link in our description. If you enjoy watching this game, please like and share the video so that we can get more people involved in this game. This is a very fun game to be able to gamble, to just enjoy family time, get away from those screens a little bit. We often spend too much time on the screens. This is a great way to get the kids away from that, playing some board games and puzzles and different things like that. So I'm gonna get this area cleaned up again. There's a good bit of soot from our ghost tour last night. I want to make sure that we get all of that off of there so it's not getting on the game. I got a little bit on the dice here. Man, there must be a lot of soot on the bottom of my lantern. It is all over this table right now. See if I can get this dice cleaned up a little bit and we'll play again. All right, so the game that we're playing right now is Pirates Plunder. We'll switch back over to Shut the Box here in just a minute. This is a game that's invented and manufactured right here in St. Augustine, invented by myself. I came up with this game overnight, and the next day we started manufacturing it. 6, 8, and 10. So each player starts out with an equal number of coins: 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. I thought there was one extra there. There we go. All right, so each player has 10 coins, and we're going to roll the dice, and whatever number you roll, you stick your coin into that slot. Now, if you roll a 6, then the coin will go down into the chest, and that one is off the board for good. So I just rolled a 6, so that coin is going to go down in there, and watch how it just disappears off the board. Okay, so that is the ideal goal. The goal of the game is to run out of coins first, to stash all of your plunder. Pirates, when they had gold and silver, they're not going to carry it around with them forever. You're going to stash it somewhere. And that's the goal of this game. Now, I rolled a 5. That slot's already occupied. So now I'm going to take those and put them back into my stack. And now it's player 2's turn. Player 2 has now rolled a 5. And we have a 6. And a 4. And a 5 again. So that one will go into the stash. 3. And another 3. So now it's player 2's turn. 6. And a 3. And a 5. And another 5. So now it goes back to player 1. Got a 4. And a 3. And a 2. And a 4. I should have passed. Got a little greedy there. 2 for player 2, and a 3, and a 4. And now I'm going to pass to player 1. Player 1 gets a 3, so now they've got to take all of these coins and put them in their stash. Remember, the goal of this game is to get rid of all of your coins. So now it's player 2's turn. We've got a 4 and a 3 and a 6. And then I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass back to player 1. Okay, I've got a 4. Oh, now player 1's got to take these coins and put them in their stash of plunder. We've got a 1. And player 2 wins with a 6. Look at that. Off the board for good. All right, so we're going to switch over to our TikTok channel now. And I will see you over there. Come join us on TikTok.